Hello guys, welcome once again to my channel. My name is Susan and I'm here once again because I would like to continue my Korean lesson because of my nephew that he said he wants to come here and work here in Korea. So he said, yes, everything is prepared. I have this one and that one and I have passport and everything. Okay, so you are prepared, but because I know that when you come here in Korea, you need to work immediately because your time here is limited. You are not like us because we are married here in Korea, so we can, even if we will not be working immediately, we'll stay at home for how many years, learn Korean, and I go to work after we have learned Korean. So for for someone that would like to come here to work, so I think you need to learn Korean language because how are you going to understand your boss uh, if you do not know how to speak Korean? Because yes, Korean people learned English when they were young, but because it is not used in their daily lives, so they cannot express language. They cannot express English language to people from the other country. They cannot say it, so they will just say it in Korean. They only know how to say it in Korean. So you need to learn, I think. So because yes, you can say, oh, I have relatives there. So yes, you have relative here, but it doesn't mean that when you go to your work you are going to bring your relative there in your work because they also have their own work. So it should be that you go to your work alone with Korean people in your surroundings. So every people you can see in your surroundings are Korean, even if they are from the other country. Of course, you cannot speak to them English. You have to speak to them in Korean, and they will be speaking to you in Korean because here we use Korean. Even on television, not like in the Philippines that we can choose a television channel, Tagalog, English, and other language if you like. But in here, everything is expressed in Korean. And one thing common is that even if you ride a taxi, they will say, if you are talking to Filipino or language that they cannot understand, so they will say, oh, headache. Headache. Masakit daw ang ulo nila if they can hear another language that is their culture. So there's a need for you to learn Korean language. That is why I would like to continue my Korean lesson, hoping that you will learn from it and you will benefit from my video. Okay, so if you are first time in my channel, don't forget to subscribe and press the notification bell for you to be notified for the next elevation of my Korean language lesson. So we will be taking it step by step. So the first thing that we are going to learn is about basic conversation or greetings. The four kinds of basic conversation that we are going to learn today is number one, hello. Second, goodbye. And number three, thank you. The last one is I'm sorry. Okay, if you meet somebody, of course you will not be able to make friend. Okay, and next, goodbye. Of course, when you go to somewhere else and you want to go home and you will just go home, so they will think of it as of course when you go home And for people to know that you have gone, so you have to say goodbye. And for thank you, if somebody have done good things to you, of course you are going to say thank you, so that the next time they will be encouraged to help you again, or to do something good to you again. And I'm sorry, of course, if you have done something, if you have done something not good. Okay, so in Korean, in greetings, you have in this basic conversation, you have the kind of two kinds of speaking way. Or how are you going to say it? You have the first one is the formal way. Next one is informal. You will be using this formal greetings when you are with your boss or the people. If you are talking to people older than you, or even if they are young or they are the same age with you but they are higher to you in position, you are going to use this formal way of speaking. And informal, if you for example, you're treating a child, or so let's say for example you have hello, okay, work, and you meet your boss. So what are you going to say? Okay, so you're going to say 안녕하세요. So how are you going to read this one? 안녕하세요. 안녕하세요. So it is here. 안녕하세요. Okay. 안녕하세요. And you're going to bow while saying that one. Just looking at his eyes and 안녕하세요, and they will not feel that good. So you have to bow and say 안녕하세요. Okay, so that is formal, the formal way of speaking or greeting to your boss or greeting somebody. Okay, the next 안녕. 안녕. Okay, you are going to say it when you meet somebody on the road. You see a child walking and you want to greet because you feel it's cute. Okay, or you just want to say, you greet. Okay, 안녕. Because your student, you just meet your students or anybody or a friend closer to you. 안녕. 안녕. Something like that. 안녕. Okay, that is informal way of saying it. Okay, then let's go to the next one is bye. Okay, goodbye. How are you going to say goodbye in a formal way? And there is a formal way, and there is a goodbye is also differentiate when if you are the one who go, or somebody from your house, your visitor, is going to go into his home. See, and you are going to go home. You want to go home. So, and then you greet, and then you say, 안녕히 계세요. You are the ones who live. You are invited to a party, and you want to go home now. You are going to go home now. And then you go outside the door, and while you are, 네, 안녕히 계세요. 안녕히 계세요. 자, 안녕히 계세요. 안녕히 계세요. 자, you are greeting to the host or to the owner of the house because you are going to live. Alis ka na, uwi ka na ng bahay. So, 안녕히 계세요. So, alis ka na. And then, if informal way, so the owner is, say for example, your close friend, or the one who is younger than you, so you are going to say 잘했어, 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 갈게, 잘했어. Okay, and then if you are the one, okay, if you are the host, they are going to go home. Uwi na sila. So you are going to say 안녕히 가세요. 안녕히 가세요. Just don't forget that when you say these words, you are going to bow. 안녕히 가세요. 안녕히 가세요. Go. That is a formal way of greeting somebody is going to leave, or that is in informal way. The host is your visitor is younger than you, so you are going to say 잘가. That is informal way. 잘가. 가. Okay. 잘가. Okay. That is goodbye in, okay, to somebody who is going to leave. Okay, goodbye. Or if it is, if that person, you are living in the same house, magkasama kayo sa bahay, that is, aalis siya, pero mamaya babalik din siya to your house. Doon siya nakatira. Say, for example, your husband or your ate, or doon ka nakatira sa bahay nila. Pareho kayo ng bahay. So, and when he is leaving, and let's see, how are you going to read this one? 잘 다녀오세요. 잘 다녀오세요. 잘 다녀오세요. Yeah. Aalis siya, pero babalik siya mamaya. Dito siya matutulog. You are living in the same house. Or, this is a formal way. 잘 다녀오세요. And then, 갔다 와. And this is informal way. 갔다 와. Aalis yung, kapatid mo. Mas bata siya sa'yo. Or aalis yung somebody, you're living together in the same house. Mas bata siya sa'yo. And you are closer. Close. Because you live in one house. 갔다 와. That is the same. It's a goodbye, pero babalik siya. Unlike in here, 안녕히 계세요. This is formal. 안녕히 계세요. Yung nagsasabi na 안녕히 계세요 is yung aalis. Yung aalis na tao, sasabihin niya 안녕히 계세요. That is formal. Pag ikaw yung siya yung aalis, ito yung sasabihin niya 안녕히 계세요. Siya ang aalis, ikaw yung aalis, sasabihin mo 안녕히 계세요. Hindi ka babalik, hindi ka dito nakatira. You are not living in the same house. Okay, sasabihin na 안녕히 가세요. 안녕히 가세요. Aalis na siya. Hindi siya babalik, hindi siya dito nakatira, pero mas higher siya sa'yo. So, formal, it is formal. Siya yung aalis. Ikaw natitira bahay mo yon. So, 안녕히 가세요. Doon siya, nabisita siya sa'yo, tapos aalis na siya. So, mag-greet ka sa kanya, 안녕히 가세요. O pag mas bata siya sa'yo, in informal way, you are going to say, 잘가. Okay? Siya yung aalis. Dito, ikaw yung aalis. Sasabihin mo, 안녕히 계세요. 안녕히 계세요. Nag-greet ka sa kanya kasi aalis ka na. Or, mas bata siya sa'yo, or in informal way, sabihin mo, 잘 있어. 간다. Parang ganon. So let's, in this one, pagka magkasama kayo ng bahay, 잘 다녀오세요. Babalik siya mamaya. Hanggang umalis lang siya para magtrabaho. So, 잘 다녀오세요. Ganon. Tapos, pag mas bata siya sa'yo, 갔다 와. Sabi mo, alis siya. Pero babalik siya mamaya. Nag-greet ka lang sa kanya kasi papunta siya sa trabaho or may pupuntahan siya. Sabi mo sa kanya, 갔다 와. So, ano kaya ang sinabi niya sa'yo? 갔다 와. Kasi mas bata siya sa'yo. So, ang sinabi niya sa'yo is, 다녀올게요. 다녀오겠습니다. Wala yan dito, no? Hindi na isulat. Anyway, we have a lot to learn. Huh? We have a lot to learn. 안녕히 가세요. How are you going to say thank you if somebody had done something good to you or have helped you in anything? So, thank you. How are you going to read this one? 감사합니다. 감사합니다. Okay. When are you going to say this? When it is formal, when your boss or a person is older than you. So you are going to say 감사합니다, or you want to say it formally to that person. Kahit magkapareho kayo ng edad, but he is, you are not closer, so you want to be formal. Hindi pa kayo close. So, 감사합니다. And you can also use 고맙습니다. This is, you can also use this in little formal. You can also use formal to your boss. You are, dalawa lang kayo. Hindi kayo in a meeting. If you are in a meeting with a lot of people, when you're speaking into a public, you are going to use 감사합니다. But if you are, dalawa lang kayo, and you just want to greet him closely, he is higher than you, he is your boss, or she is your boss, but you want to sit closer, close naman kayo, pero hindi ganun ka-close kasi nga boss siya. So, 고맙습니다, you can say 고맙습니다. But most commonly, if the person is higher than you, you can use 감사합니다. Okay, you can use 고맙습니다 when you are close to each other. Okay, next is you have 고마워. Yeah, 고마워. Okay, when are you going to use this one? If a child had given you a candy, or a child is, the person is younger than you. It is informal. It's not formal. So somebody had helped you, but it's a child, or is younger than you, or your husband, or your close friend, your sister. 고마워. I can. But it's 고맙습니다 is here. You can 고맙습니다 is still this same. It is formal. It's formal, but you're closer. You're closer, and you don't like to use it formally. So you want to be informal. So 고마워, like that. Okay. So much for thank you, and let's go to I'm sorry. How are you going to say I'm sorry? Okay, in a formal way, your boss. Okay, formally, how are you going to say it? 죄송합니다. How are you going to read this? 죄송합니다. Okay. 죄송합니다. Again, when you are saying this one, you are bowing your head. You bow and say 죄송합니다. If you're just looking into his eyes, her eyes, 죄송합니다, and they will feel something is not good. In Korea, the greetings are said bowing your head. You have to bow. 죄송합니다. 죄송합니다. Okay, it's 죄송합니다. And then you have, this is still formal. But it is your friend, or yes, closer to you. You have done not good. I'm sorry. Oh, sorry. Okay, so yeah. 미안합니다. 미안합니다. So when you have done something not good to your friend or to your kasama mo sa work, and you have done something halimbawa so nabuhusan mo siya ng tubig o naanuhan mo siya, so you have to say sorry. So 미안합니다. And to your friend and you're closer, or a family, or younger than you, a child, okay, it's informal. 미안해. 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 This is 미안해. Okay, that is I'm sorry in sorry, informal way. This 죄송합니다 is the most formal way of saying I'm sorry to your boss, or napakalaki yung kasalanan mo talaga sa kanya, sincerely, you're really sorry. So 죄송합니다. Okay, again, when you say this, you are bowing your head. Okay, because these are greetings. If we are going to have a review, so you have we have learned the basic conversation or greetings. So you have formal and informal way. So when you say hello, you have formal way. 안녕하세요. And in informal way, 안녕. Okay. For next is goodbye. How are you going to say goodbye in formal way? When you are the one to leave, 안녕히 계세요. 안녕히 계세요. If you are the host and the visitor is going to leave, so 안녕히 가세요. 안녕히 가세요. And if the visitor is younger than you, or informally, you are going to say 잘 가. And if that person is living with you, you are living together, and he is going to go to his work and go back at night, okay, 잘 다녀오세요. And if you, or informal way, if the person is younger, 갔다 와, meaning he's going to leave but go home at night. Okay, for thank you, how are you going to say thank you? Formally, 감사합니다, most formal. And you have 고맙습니다, it is less formal. And you have informal is 고마워. Okay, and then for saying I'm sorry, you have most formal 죄송합니다. And for less formal, 미안합니다. 미안해요. You can change the you. Okay, for informal, 미안해. Okay, so much for that today. I hope you have learned something in my video, and thank you, and don't forget to press the notification bell for my next video. Thank you very much.